And darkness fell upon the land of Egypt. And darkness fell upon the land of Egypt. Shalom, Akims and Akrims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. I'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. Shalom, Akims. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Exodus chapter 10. We're going to do verses 21 and 22. I do believe that is. We're going to do. Now, what is this? Okay. Now, let's go straight off into this. Okay. It's Exodus chapter 10. Exodus chapter 10. Let's get on down here to 21. See, because darkness will fall upon the land. There is a time, the land of America. America is known as spiritual Egypt. Okay, land of Babylon, land of confusion. Okay, where you have more of your tribes, mixture of the 12 tribes right here in America. Okay, right here in America. Now we're going to do, this is Exodus chapter 10, starting in verse 21. And it reads, And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand towards heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt. Darkness. Now, what is this talking about? Remember, Putin, he has the supersonic missile, the rocket. Once he places an EMP, place a nuclear warhead on one of them rockets, then and then launch it over America, that becomes an EMP. Once that explodes, once that happens, that knocks out all the electricity, all the gas, and all the running water. Will be all knocked out all over America. When this occurs, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be caught in precarious situations. It's going to be airplanes that's going to crash. It's going to be trains that's going to derail. It's going to be traffic lights that's going to go out. You're going to have most people's cars are going to stop working. Their trucks and vehicles are going to stop working. But older model cars that doesn't have these sophisticated computerized systems will still keep running, But you're going to have hospitals that's going to have generators that's going to kick on, But the generators are only going to last for so long, It's going to be a lot that's going to happen. Even darkness, which may be felt, you see. Even darkness that may be felt. That means there's a presence in the darkness. You see. Let's read that inside the NLV. The NLT. Then the Lord said to Moses, Lift your hand toward heaven, and the land of Egypt will be covered with a darkness so thick you can feel it. You see? So thick you can feel it. Now, let's go. So that means it having presence in the darkness. Things in the darkness. You see? All of that. Let's go into the precept reference of that verse and see what they're talking about. Okay, we got some precepts here. We got Exodus 9 and 22. And for the darkness, we got As the Egyptians not only worshipped the light, sun, they also paid same veneration to night and darkness. Just go on down here a little further. You see all these precepts inside here? You see. So we're going to start off reading, even darkness which may be felt. Okay, that one may feel darkness. You see, feel darkness. We're going to start this off with Exodus chapter 9, verse 22. Salakia. And it reads, And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field. Now you know, which is what is coming, is when there's volcanic ash, when Yellowstone Park erupts. Yellowstone Park, when that erupts, you have also the many volcanoes, that's going to erupt. You have more of the volcanoes that are in the ocean than there are that are on land. Once those volcanoes in the ocean start erupting, that's going to cause massive fumes of toxic, poisonous gas to be exploded out into the atmosphere. Plus the shock waves that's going to roll through the water, rippling to waves, giant waves that's going to cause tsunamis. You see, a lot of these things are going to occur, you see, throughout the land of Egypt, you see, throughout the land of America, you see, darkness. Psalm chapter 35, verse 6. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. You see, because it's going to be judgment. Is what it's going to be. Judgment. Psalm chapter 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels, talking about evil ones among them. You see? Evil, and the Lord has created all kinds of creatures, all kinds of angels. He has evil angels. Psalm chapter 105, verse 28. When he sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. You see, they rebelled against the word of the Almighty, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness, because they are in dumbness. And dumbness is darkness of the mind. You see, dumbness is darkness of the mind. You see, they know not at what they stumble. You see, because they do not have eyes that they can see. You see, their eyes are closed. Their eyes are carnal, not spiritual. You need spiritual eyes and spiritual ears and the spiritual mind in this here spiritual warfare that we are in, which is spiritual, in our weaponry, dealing with this carnality of the wicked ones, and the Lord has assisted us too, you see. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 14. The wise men's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. You see, because he's dumb. He's dumb. And I myself perceived also that one event happened to all of them. You see, they stumble. They're in darkness. They are fools. You see, 2/3. Exodus chapter 6, Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 4. For he cometh in with vanity, and departeth in darkness. You see, that's where it is for the fool. And his name shall be covered with darkness. You see? But that's the way of a dumb man or a dumb woman. See, because you got a lot of them that do a lot of talking, but they're just dumb. It's not making sense what they're saying because what they're saying is not words of edification from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, darkness shall be cast down upon the people and the land. And the darkness is talking about more than just the EMP. It's also talking about the dumbness of the people. You see, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You see, you see. And so Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, you see. So darkness will cover the land. Isaiah chapter 8 verse 21. And they shall pass through it, hardly bestead, and hungry. And it shall come to pass that when they shall be in hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God, and look upward, you see, and look upward, because the time will come when the people are going to forsake the kings of the world that mislead them. The time is coming when the people are going to stand strong against the rulers of this world, and look upward to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Isaiah chapter 8 verse 22. And they shall look unto the earth and behold trouble and darkness. You see? Because that's what they are, in darkness. Dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. You see? So when the time comes, when society shuts down, and America is going through all of this many different changes, when the beast system is shutting down, and you women are forsaken and ravished and raped, and all these different things that are going on, that's when the people are going to wake up and realize all this time they've been wasting their time when they should have been serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord is going to make it clear who his men are. He's going to make it clear who we are. Some of us are going to receive our spiritual powers, and when we do, we're going to be doing amazing and miraculous things, healing people, restoring things, flying, doing all kinds of things, shooting fire out from our eyes, from our mouths, and lasers, all kinds of things that we're going to be doing, you see, because of the Lord, you see. So he's going to stand strong, holding brightness, light in our homes, in our hearts, in our minds, because the word is light, you see. And the Lord is light, you see. And they shall be driven into darkness, you see. Matthew chapter 27, verse 45. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land, you see, until the 9th hour. So for 3 hours there was darkness. 3 days, darkness, you see. Mark chapter 15, verse 33. And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. You see? You see? Luke chapter 23, verse 44. And it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour. You see? Until the 9th hour. Peter, this 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness. So those are the angels that are in the darkness, that are sinned, they're down there, not forsaken in hell, but they are the ones that cause about hellish situations. And under the darkness, they are the ones that are in the darkness, causing, the presence of which would be that which is felt. They are the presence of which that is felt in the darkness. to be reserved until judgment. You see? To be reserved unto judgment. These are the angels that are inside the darkness. They're chained inside the darkness. So when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua casts anyone into darkness, them angels are there waiting, you see, to cast down and to implement and to levy out judgment upon all those cast into darkness, you see. Also, we'd like to take the time to remind you to press the like button. Okay, press the like button, and also press the subscription button. If you haven't pressed the subscription button, go ahead and press that subscription button, because by pressing the subscription button and the notification bell, that will allow you to receive notifications each time that I release another video for your spiritual edification. Okay? So let's go back off into this. This 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 17. These are wells without water. And that's what the people are, the 2/3, the Edomites and the heathens. They're wells without water. They don't they don't have any free-flowing waters of everlasting life that flow from their bellies like it does from us prophets. We bring forth this knowledge of overflowing everlasting waters, you see, as rivers flowing from our bellies, flowing from our mouths. But the wicked, they can't do that. The wicked, these are wells without water, you see. They hold no water. Clouds that are carried with a tempest, you see. A tempest mean, having a chariot in it waiting to surprise you. It's a cloud with a cloud in it, a chariot in it, okay? To whom the midst of darkness is reserved forever. You see? Forever. Forever. You see? Jude chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, that means they sinned. They fell from their grace. They fell from the glory of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, but left their own habitation, which is the heavens. You see? He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness. That's them angels that's in the darkness that it felt, until the judgment of the great day, you see? Of the great day, what day? The great day of the Lord, of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakakodash. You see, Jude chapter 1, verse 13. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. You see? Forever. In the deep depths of darkness. You see? And that's where the people are. They're in that type of darkness. Darkness of being unknowledged and not having the word, not having the light of the word to light their way. Their footsteps are in darkness. They stumble and they know not why. You see? As darkness fall upon the land. You see? As darkness fell upon the land of Egypt. You see? This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 10. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast. That means Esau, the so-called white man. Esau is Edom. And his kingdom, that's America, you see, was full of darkness. That's dumbness. You see, that dumbness of the darkness of the mind. You see, they have no knowledge. And they gnawed their tongues for pain. You see, for pain. There's a darkness that's coming. Once Putin unleashes an EMP, nuclear bomb, electromagnetic pulse detonation bomb over America, that's going to cast down everybody into darkness. If it's daytime, the people still going to be dark because they're not going to know what's going on. They're going to wonder what's happening. Their cell phones are not going to be working. Their iPads and computers are not going to be working. The traffic lights are not going to be working. All of the many different instruments inside the hospitals are not going to be working. People's emergencies are not going to be answered. 911 is going to be shut off. People are not going to be able to call the ambulance or call for police or ambulance services or fire department services. Once someone's home catch on fire, that's it. It's going to be on fire, you see. Because once you remove the electricity, that's the lifeline, the blood lifeline of society is electricity. Once you cut that out, you cut out everything. This is Revelation chapter 16, verse 11. And blasphemed the God of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not, you see, of their deeds. So they're going to receive judgment, you see. They're going to receive judgment, you see. And then we go down here to verse 22. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt. Talking about America. 3 days. You see? 3 days of darkness. Let's look into the cross-reference precepts on that. Slack. Okay, we got some yep. Thick darkness. We got some here. Look at this. You see? Exodus chapter 20, verse 21. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 11. Deuteronomy 5 and 22. Psalms chapter 105, verse 28. And Shalom. Joel chapter 2, verse 2 and 31. Amos chapter 4, verse 13. And Revelation chapter 16, verse 10. You see, we got plenty of precepts. Let's go straight off into this. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 21. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness. You see, in Moses, he had to be the one to do it. Moses went through a whole lot for us all. You know, for us hopefully elects as well as for the 2/3. You see, where God was. You see, in that darkness, Moses was the only one that brave enough to go up there. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 11. And ye came near and stood under the mountain, which was the chariot. It was the chariot of the Most High. And the mountain burned with fire. See, that was the chariot. Until the midst of heaven with darkness, clouds. You see, all up underneath and thickness, you see, of darkness. You see. I'm quite sure there was lightning and thunder and all that going on. Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 22. These words the Lord spake unto all your assembly in the mount, out of the midst of the fire, you see, out of the chariot, of the cloud, you see, the chariot of the Most High, and of the thick darkness, you see, because all of that was there. And inside the thick darkness, we know, were the angels that were bound for the time and day of judgment. With a great voice, and he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tablets of stone and delivered them unto me. You see? This is Psalm chapter 105, verse 28. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. You see? They rebelled not against his word. Because why? Hey, you know what's inside that darkness. Them angels, evil angels. Joel chapter 2, verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. You see, a great people and a strong there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. And this is what's forthcoming. You see, the curse of the earth, when them chariots come, it's not going to be a prettier thing, you see. Even to the years of many generations, you see. You see, Job chapter 2, verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. See, all these things are going to come. These are prophecies that are going to come. Darkness is going to fall upon the land of America. You see? The land of Babylon, the land of confusion. You see? Amos chapter 4, verse 13. For lo, he that formeth the mountains, and created the wind, and declared unto man what is his thought. You see? What is his thought? You see? That maketh the morning darkness, and treaded upon the high places of the earth. You see? Only the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the Lord, the God of hosts, is his name. You see? We can read a few more of these, and we can go ahead and close it out. Revelation chapter 16, verse 10. And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast of Esau is Edom, and his kingdom, America, was full of darkness. And they answered their tongues, and they gnawed their tongues for pain. You see? So we're going to go ahead and close the video out there. Hopefully you were spiritually edified by today's video, okay? And you were provoked to thought, okay? And maybe inspired and motivated to make a video of your own, okay? And so this has been your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mishaba, here in the city of Detroit, bringing to you today's lesson on "And darkness fell upon the land of Egypt," talking about America. You see, so we're going to go ahead and close it out right there. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. Shalom to the hopeful elects.